Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. If you're passionate about South African politics and want the inside scoop on the power plays shaping our nation's future, be sure to like, subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Today, we are diving into one of the most explosive political developments in recent memory, Patrice Motsepe potentially stepping into the ANC leadership race ahead of the party's 2027 elective conference. Yes, you heard right. One of the country's richest businessmen might just be preparing for the highest seat in South Africa's most powerful political party. So, how did we get here? According to reliable sources and political insiders, ANC lobbyists have quietly approached billionaire businessman Patrice Motsepe, encouraging him to consider running for ANC President at the party's next national conference in December 2027. This is massive news, with implications not only for the ANC's future, but for the entire political direction of South Africa. Now, for those who don't know, Motsepe is more than just a wealthy businessman. He's the founder of African Rainbow Minerals, a mining conglomerate with significant influence across the continent. He's also the current president of the Confederation of African Football and a leading philanthropist through the Motsepe Foundation. But what makes this development even more interesting is his personal connection to President Cyril Ramaphosa. Motsepe is his brother-in-law. That adds a layer of political intrigue and raises plenty of eyebrows. The idea of Motsepe running for ANC president may sound far-fetched at first. He's never held political office. But remember, neither had Ramaphosa before rejoining the party's top structures in 2012. And Motsepe has long been politically adjacent. His economic insights are valued by government, his philanthropy often overlaps with state development goals, and his name carries serious weight among both elites and grassroots communities. So, why now? The ANC is in crisis. Let's not sugarcoat it. After decades in power, the party is deeply divided, plagued by corruption allegations, internal factional battles, and a massive drop in public trust. There are strong indications that the ANC might lose its parliamentary majority for the first time in 2024, potentially pushing it into coalition politics. That looming uncertainty has many in the ANC's ranks quietly panicking. They're looking for a unifying figure, someone who can clean up the party's image, rebuild trust, and offer a vision of economic revival. To some, Motsepe fits that bill perfectly. He's clean. He's independently wealthy. And most importantly, he's not entangled in the bitter factional wars that have paralyzed the ANC since the Zuma era. Insiders say the people lobbying for Motsepe believe he could bridge the gap between the ANC's older veterans and the younger generation of reformists. While critics see his corporate background as problematic, his supporters argue that South Africa needs exactly that kind of business-minded leadership to fix the economy, tackle unemployment, and revive investor confidence. But there's a big catch. Motsepe's deep ties to business raise serious concerns about potential conflicts of interest. As the head of a massive mining empire, how would he navigate policies on mineral rights, worker conditions, and environmental regulations? Would he be expected to step away from his companies? Would the public accept a businessman turned politician, especially in a party that claims to champion the working class? And then there's the issue of his family ties. With Ramaphosa currently leading the country, many are wondering whether this signals the beginning of a political dynasty, where leadership remains within a close-knit circle of wealthy elites. In a country like South Africa, where inequality remains stark and resentment of privilege runs deep, this could backfire politically. There's also the question of whether Motsepe can win over the ANC's grassroots. It's one thing to be respected in business and philanthropy, it's another to command loyalty among ANC branch members, regional structures, and trade union allies. These are the people who ultimately vote at elective conferences, and their priorities may not align with those of urban elites. Despite all of this, Motsepe is reportedly open to the idea. He hasn't confirmed anything publicly, but sources suggest he hasn't rejected the proposal either. That alone is enough to fuel speculation, and the political class is already taking this very seriously. What would a Motsepe campaign look like? Well, we could expect a heavy focus on economic reform, job creation, anti-corruption, and rebuilding state capacity. His philanthropic track record would likely be showcased as proof of his commitment to social development. But make no mistake, it wouldn't be an easy path. He would face fierce resistance from entrenched ANC factions, particularly those with ties to the Zuma-era patronage networks. Motsepe's entrance could also change the game for opposition parties. If the ANC fields a candidate with real credibility and fresh appeal, it could stop the bleeding of support to parties like the EFF and the DA. On the flip side, if Motsepe's candidacy is seen as tone-deaf or elitist, it might deepen the ANC's alienation from poor and working-class voters. In the broader picture, this move signals a shifting political culture in South Africa, one where wealthy business figures are increasingly stepping into the vacuum left by discredited politicians. Whether this leads to real reform or just another form of elite capture remains to be seen. For now, all eyes are on Motsepe. Will he run? Can he overcome the political obstacles? And what would his leadership mean for the ANC and the country? Let us know what you think in the comments. Would Motsepe be a strong candidate for the ANC? Is his corporate background a strength or a liability? And what does this tell us about the direction our politics is headed? If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more political analysis like this, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and as always, see you next time.